and dream to come here in Canada. And that dream has come true. So I believe every dreams we have, if we put it in our hearts, it will come true. Chairman Park told us that if you dream vividly, it will definitely come true. In every goal that we set, it should be measured and also time bound. So example is, in 2 months from now, I want to become a sales master. Or in 3 years, I want to become a star master. Or in 5 to 10 years, I want to become imperial master. And that goal should be done through commitment. So the next step will be commitment. Once you commit, it has to come from you because no one can do it on your behalf. So you really need to commit yourself to do this. You have to attend the meeting, you have to attend the seminar, try to contact other people, and also you must be willing to share the products and spread the word with your full heart. And working hard in Atomy is actually really beneficial because you can do it with other people. It's a synergy of united heart. So once you commit, then you will have the people on your mind, a prospect. Start to list up all the people that you know. When I joined this company, I look back to my contact on my phone. I also look on my social media and warm contacts the people that I know, my friends, my colleagues, way back 5 to 10 years ago. But the beauty of this listing up is because it's an unlimited binary system, you will have people under your organization that you don't know. And the fact that it is unlimited system, you will work with people or the cold contacts, the networks of the people that you network with. So it's unlimited system. Just keep listing up. You don't really need to follow up with all of this list up. Just keep writing them. After listing up the people, you have to start your prospect and invite people. And during invitation, you cannot have a single approach because individuals are different. We have a diverse and complex society, so most women, they are interested in facial or beauty. Men, they are very interested in the company, so you have to be strategic. You might want them to invite in a facial demo, a product demo, or a business meeting. And especially during invitation, it is normal that you will encounter rejection because rejection is not bad. It just means that these people are not ready. I always think that when I got rejected, when the right time comes, these people will come back. And through rejection, it actually builds my strength. Chairman said that the boiling point of a water, it should be 100%. So you must be persistent. Consistency is very important, especially when we invite people. Because one day, when you have a lot of people, especially this company is over 27 global regions, you cannot manage all of people one by one. So you must plug them in to the system.
So today, it is time for you guys to define yourself by the future and not by your past. Yeah? That's why Atomy gave us what's called a life scenario. And this life scenario truly has changed not just my life, but all the speakers, many people through the years. And this is what's so impressive because we have the power. Do we? We have the power to make our lives. And this is why I have the most passion when it comes to humans. Like, we are all human race. And we need to know how to do this, how to create the future that we want. So, my son, thank you so much for your lovely words on stage. From the beginning, how I started Atomy, they always say, why you talk so much Atomy, Mom? Every day, that's all you talk about. Can you stop talking about Atomy? That was the pressure I got. Because no kids wants their mom to be talking all the time, but they do not understand because they cannot see what I saw. And that is the difference, is to change what we are able to see into the future, which now give you an opportunity to define yourself. The definition that people look at you is not defined by your past. So the only thing that makes you motivated to wake up in the morning is because you have such a beautiful dream that you want to wake up for. And that's what we're gonna do today. So my life scenario presentation is actually everything you already will be taught, because Atomy has taught me to learn how to use my vision, and that defined me. So you can use your vision to define you. And what this means is Atomy gave us a platform to do what? Rewrite network company, right? Also, rewrite our lives, and also our generation coming forth lives. And that's very powerful. In my journey, what made me stay in Atomy with all the ups and downs of this business is the fact that I see Atomy as a movement, a revelation, and a solution for humanity. And that's what keeps me going. Because many people know, whatever we do, the first thing we have to understand is each person that comes into Atomy have their own perception, right? You believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe. And then when you tell them that Atomy can be successful, and you might not see that because of your past experiences and your past life, the past. But now, you don't need to hold on to the past, because what happens is that we have always been followers. What that means is that, I don't know if you heard of John D. Rockefeller. Yeah, you heard of him, right? So 100 years ago, back in 1903, he actually established the school board and the school system. And because of that, the quote that I recognize from that is that he wants to create and build a world of laborers, workers, not a world of thinkers. And today, Atomy is giving us the power back so we can become thinkers again. So we now have to learn to write and use the tool of Success Academy and bring the future now, which means we have to have a balanced life, right? Success is not only defined by money. I mean, thank you, Allison, you said so, right? Money is not the only thing that you can get through Atomy. It is actually an opportunity that you don't get anywhere else but in Atomy. And this opportunity is free. So we are all looking for what? Opportunities. So it's not money that we want. We just want a better life. We want change. And the change that we need to make is to be the change. And that be the change is for you to use this platform to create the family that you want, the friends, environment that you want, the lifestyle that you want, the future, the next generation. Me, I cannot think for 5 years. I have to think for my legacy. It has to be better than just for me. It has to be better for my kids and for the next generation that comes. So that's why when you use this tool, you're getting a balanced life, okay? Balanced. So we get health, we get wealth, we get friends, we get time, we get energy, confidence. What else do you want? Travels, what else do you want? A nice home. You want to be able to be with your kids. Things like that. That is an opportunity that Atomy is giving us. So through this, you're able to reflect every single month, look at your life scenario, go and use our mind again. Because it is only through our mind change that our action can follow. And if your mind doesn't change, nothing changes, because your perception is not the reality. What you're seeing is not the reality. You are just seeing what you are. So the reality has nothing to do with you. It is just your perception that makes it real. So Atomy is a beautiful company. The platform is a giving, a blessing, a gift. Atomy has been working for so many people. So the only thing that you might not realize is that your mind is conditioned. So here today, the life scenario, it has to be clear. The most important thing is it has to feel. You must feel like this is exactly the life you want. You cannot just write it and not feel it. And the reason why people cannot succeed is because they just write. I go, I want to have a yacht. No feeling. That you say, I want a yacht, I want to be on the ocean, I want to be there feeling the breeze with my friends, my family, go around the island and island hop. Like you can visualize yourself being there. Are you going to be driving? Is your husband driving? Like you need to think about that. I can't drive a boat. Maybe my husband can. So you need to vividly feel that boat. But not a lot of people want the boat. They just see the boat as a lifestyle. Okay? So are you going to be able to manage that? So when it comes to our life scenario, it is only achievable when you feel it. It is your emotion that drives it. So you feel passionate waking up in the morning, you got it. Okay? So your direction is already being guided. And the things that keeps it going, because everyone says they have tough times, the only thing that keeps you going is the heart of gratitude. Remember, be grateful. That gratitude will carry you through anything. And doors starts opening because we have gratitude. So gratitude is our key of emotion that takes us to where we feel that is our best life. And so we imagine, we set clear goals, we have very vivid imagination, and that brings you what? To the future. That is the time you are moving. So you're not stuck anymore. You are now moving in time. Okay? So put your imagination to work. Allow yourself space, maybe an hour. If you don't even use 1 hour to set your space, to get that feeling, to get that mindset, and then you have 10 hours of, you didn't like those 10 hours. All you need to do is to get that 1 hour in your zone, and then the next 10 hours is nice. Because you already know your future. But if you don't, then you'll be pulled in many directions, right? You might meet someone and they're like, oh my God, I can't stand her, right? And there goes your gratitude. So make a clear goal, be consistent, make sure that it is achievable and measurable. Make sure you can measure it. You can't just set a vision without a time. Okay, so do you want it in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? What is it that you want? Are you setting a balanced life? Is it for your physical needs? Is it for your spiritual needs? Is it for your learning growth? Is it for your community? You need to set that balanced life. It's not just as simple as I want money. So Atomy has taught me to become this person, to live a happy life. Because if you're not happy in Atomy, that means you are not doing it properly. Yeah? You have to be happy doing Atomy. So basically, Atomy exists for our happiness. That is my power. I wake up, I think Atomy, I sleep, I think Atomy. But why is that? Because I want to see who my partners, what can I do with them? How can I support them? Because for me, writing my life scenario, knowing that it all will come, I am already fulfilled. So if I'm already fulfilled, what do I need? I don't need. I just want to see other people get what I get, which is we are fulfilled individually. We are collectively trying to assist one another and help each other for their fulfillment. And so when you're fulfilled, you will be that leader too. So that is the way that we live in Atomy. Our vision, I know everyone starts with Atomy not knowing what they want. My vision starts growing deeper and deeper because of our chairman's vision. So if you don't have a vision, go watch more chairman videos. He tells you what the vision of the future will be like and see how you weave yourself in there. Because if you see the chairman's vision of Atomy, that becomes our priority beyond the business. It is our vision too. So make that your vision first, and Atomy, it's a joy. Your partners will be a joy. And nobody knows when your success will be because Diamond Master Gordon, he says some will be in a couple months, auto sales master, some might take a couple years. But the key is you don't give up on what you're trying to do because we don't all start the same. And so this means that all our dreams will come true. And when your dreams come true, you affect your family, you affect your friends, you affect all the people around you. And you're not only doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for every person you love. And this is why I love Atomy so much, because your change people around you. If you're not happy, people around you are also unhappy because of you. So if you are happy and positive, what do you think will be? People will be positive because of you. So if I can do it, you can do it. If I can rewrite my life, you can rewrite your life. So get on it. Thank you, everyone.
Even
All right, guys. I really wanted you guys to hear that part of the video. I hope you guys took some notes on that video because that video was awesome. It kind of brought me to tears and a little bit of happiness as well with that video. It was very interesting. I can't pronounce it properly, but it was very moving. So I had to share that video this morning.
Motivational, inspiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Thank you,
Can
Norbert.
we skip the company profile? It's already 10:16.
Yeah, no problem. We could do that for now. Yes, for this today, just for today, because I really wanted to have you guys listen to that video. So yes, we can skip today. All right. So if you want to, Novelet, you can go ahead and take
Mr. CJ is not on.
CJ is actually in a government building right now, so he cannot.
Okay.
I'm right here. Good morning, Navlet. Awesome.
Good morning.
Nick, that one was great. Good morning, everyone. I'm right here. Just let me decrease and allow you, Navlet, to increase. And the company video, introduction video, looking forward to video. And good morning to all new guests on the call. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Well, as Mr. CJ asked, is there anyone that's new that would like to introduce themselves? It's not a must, but it would be nice if you choose to introduce yourself if this is your first time. Going once, going twice, 3 times,
Hello.
no? Oh, good morning.
Hello. Hi, I'm Wanda Thomas. I'm not new, but I'm new to speaking on this line. Maybe I've spoke once, I'm not sure. I'm in Houston, Texas. I came under Diamond Master Darrell Martin.
Okay.
I am a sales master, and I'm still trying to understand the business. I use a lot of the products, and I love the products. And I
Great.
really appreciate the group. I really appreciate all of you guys. I'm still trying to understand, and I'm trying to get my niche. So I'm on, I'm headed to work now. So a lot of times I'm listening, but I can't say anything because I'm busy. But I laugh sometimes because I keep hearing this in my head. Okay, CJ. Okay, CJ. You know, and it's funny, but I hear all of you talking, even when I'm trying to introduce a product to someone else, and all of this knowledge that you're pouring into us, it all come back to my remembrance. I cannot be on all of the calls, but I think I've been on all of the calls, maybe not consistently. And I'm learning a lot. So I appreciate everything that you guys are taking the time to instill in us. And I may not say a lot, but I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you and all that you put, your encouragement, the knowledge that you give us. And I'm trying to take it. Sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging, just life itself. And so when you're dealing with different issues, 24 was a hard year for me. And sometimes it sort of hits you hard. So when you're dealing with your issues in life, and then you're trying to sell and you get the no's and you get all type of different issues, it can really be hard. But when you come back and you hear people talking and saying, don't give up, don't stop, continue to move forward. I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate Darryl Martin for introducing the product to me and sticking with me and constantly being an encouragement. So I may not say much, but I'm gleaning from each one of you. And I just want to say thank you, and you will be hearing from me in the future because I'm not a quitter, and I intend to see this move forward. That was something I have 4 sons, and they would join different things, and I would say, okay, once you start, you can't stop. You have to see it through. And so I feel the same way. So I don't plan on quitting. I may slow down a little bit just because of challenges, but I plan to be, what is it, Imperial Master? I plan to go all the way with this. So you may see my name, but you will be seeing me and hearing from me in the future because I am a force to be reckoned with. So I thank God for each one of you, and just look out because we're going to do it and we're going to do it together. So thank you for your encouragement.
Amen. Thank you. I love hearing that. And you did a declaration, whether you realize it or not. You put it out there and you spoke it over yourself. So that is a great thing. And you know, there's so many stories of those that have come before us on the Atomy website, like one of the videos Nick just played. If you listen to the stories of those that have made it, they went through a lot. And I have come to the conclusion that when the devil sees that you're trying to move forward to reap the blessings that the Lord talks about in Deuteronomy 28, he throws everything at you to stop you. That's when life really falls apart. But we have to keep going. Right. I've been there. All the great ones, if you listen to their testimony, they've been there. I don't even know. J.C. Penney's, I love his testimony. I think he went bankrupt like 3 times, sleeping on people's floor. I mean, degrading things that happened, but they didn't let that stop them. You know, even our CEO here, you hear of so many leaders. And when you listen to their stories, you're like, wow, if they can endure that and continue on, and now they're here, we can all do it. Life is going to happen. We just have to keep going, because I'm starting over with my Atomy business. I only have one person that's still with me, which is Nick. And I heard one lady, she said she was going to meetings, I think for like 5 years, with not one single person on board with her, but she never missed a meeting. Every meeting she was there for 5 years by herself. She kept going. So guys, this is what it's about. Once you are determined and you keep going, the laws of how the our Creator set it up is, as long as you keep going, you're going to achieve. It will happen as long as you keep pushing forward. So thank you for sharing this morning. That's what we love to hear.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you. And Mr. CJ started this call, so we need to give him that credit, because if it wasn't for him, we would not be here today.
Novlet, let me just say this real quick. You know, to you, to Nick, to Bob, to Desiree, and to Carol, and to Ode, and to Joy, listen, it's a family affair. I can't do this thing without you, Novlet. We're in this thing together. And I thank you. And on behalf of all the others who don't speak, but who will speak, I just want to express sincere thanks. I hope, Wanda, and the others listening, that you'll understand that this is total sincerity coming through to you on Freedom Friday. It's time for us to get paid. It's time for all of us to buckle down, double up. This is a wonderful company. Absolute integrity, absolute quality, absolute price. Are you kidding me? 0 out of pocket, 0 ownership, 0 monthly. So guys, this is all about love. It's a family affair. Friday, we do freestyle. You know, ask your question, share your testimonial, and let's win, win, win. Make imperial. So, Wanda, I thank you. And Rose and Rhonda, thanks for your input. We love you. I'm going to keep going. We are in this thing for the long haul. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nick. Thank you,
You're
Navlet.
welcome.
You're welcome. Guys, before Navlet continues with her presentation, I just want to share this with you guys too. We are getting a lot of people calling us on WhatsApp and um, hackers that are calling us and telling us that there's an Atomy meeting and to join, please enter this code that they're about to give us. Please, if you do get that type of call, please just hang up. Atomy does not call anyone to tell them about the meeting. So anything like that, or ask you to enter any kind of code to join a meeting, all our communications are through WhatsApp and Telegram. We do not call anyone. We do not text anyone about individually about our meetings. All our meetings are open platform in our groups, but we do not, like I repeat, we do not call you individually and ask you to enter a code. If you do get that call, please hang up immediately. Okay?
And Nick, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
And we are inviting everyone, if they're interested, to go to Telegram.
We can't really hear you, CJ.
Mhm.
So we're inviting everyone to get over in Telegram space because it's a safer space to be. It's a closed group, and we can do what we need to do without any problems. Also, to remind, I'll be right back.
Mhm. Yeah, no problem, CJ. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, CJ was like if anybody gets a message from WhatsApp from CJ, please ignore it. He just informed me this morning that his WhatsApp actually got hacked. So whoever have his phone number, please, his WhatsApp, please, if you get any kind of strange message from CJ WhatsApp, just ignore it. That's not CJ. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Nick, I was just about to say that they we are live on Facebook, so we're inviting all our people to follow us on Facebook, Momentum
Yeah.
Mornings. And Nick, we must remind everyone that if there is any intention, any desire to explode, grow your business, you are on the call and you are an Atomian with conviction. You want to grow this distributorship. If you can be at the event on Saturday, the 15th of February, get folks there. It's so important when we have these big events. We invite, we invite, invite. Whoever has the largest army will win. It's just the law of large numbers. So I just want to remind us all, this is an opportunity for you to grow your business. Get your people to this big event. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. And guys, I'm about to put uh the what's the Facebook group on in the chat, and I did share it to a couple of the WhatsApp groups already. Once you guys get onto that group, you guys have to answer the questions on to the group, or else you will not be admitted. Okay? Because this is a closed group. It's only for those who are in the Momentum Morning calls, and it's because this is where the recordings will be posted. So, and there's a couple rules also within the group that everyone has to agree to as well. All right, so the group
Okay.
is in the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage back to Novelet to continue her presentation.
Good morning. I have a question before the speaker that's about to come on. I'm a little bit concerned for people who are Seventh-day Adventists and don't do like group meetings or big events on Saturdays. Is there a provision for people who can't attend on a Saturday?
Well, I guess that would have to be something that
Yeah, you
if
would have to.
if you're recruiting Seventh-day Adventists, I think you might have to gather the information and then share it with them, or when the recording is posted, most of the times there's a recording of these events and you can share it with them, but that would be something you would have to put together yourself, like for your group. There tend to be recording of these events, so you can share it with them. And then if there's a Zoom or whatever that they cannot attend, you would have to gather that information and share it with them.
Okay. Okay. Well, my leader is Seventh-day Adventist, and I am, and I know that there are other people that's recruited that are Seventh-day Adventists. And I just wanted to ask to find out what's the
Yeah.
provision for that. But what you said
Yeah,
makes sense, and so I'll pass that on.
There's a ton of videos for all the different events. There's a
Okay.
lot of information on the website itself. So maybe the next time that Nick goes over the website and stuff, he'll show you guys where to go find all the recordings.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
So I'm going to be doing step number 4 in prospecting, inviting your prospects. So we did step number 1, 2, 3 yesterday. So step number 4. And this is how this section number 4 is telling you now what you can do. So it says step number 4, if I would you, this is what you do before you give them any of your tools. Because I know for myself, before this book, I was just giving out DVDs or giving out my newspaper or whatever it is I had without asking people these particular questions. And a lot of times they did nothing with it. So now he's showing you how to do it the right way. So if they're not going to give you the answer that you're looking for, you don't give your tools to them. Because people are honest when you ask them the question. So it says, this question has been my secret weapon for a very long time. It is by far the most powerful phrase I come across in building a large and successful network marketing business. So guys, he said it is his secret weapon and the most powerful that he's come across. So I hope you guys are going to write this down because this will truly help you. It says, this is the question he asks. If I give you a DVD, would you watch it? So I hope you're writing that down. If I give you a CD, well, we don't have CDs anymore. So I guess if I send you a YouTube video, let's rephrase it to that because that's what we have now. If I send you a YouTube video, would you watch it? If I give you a magazine or some printed material, would you read it? If I give you a link to a website with a complete presentation, would you check it out? If I invited you to a special invitation only webinar, would you attend? That's like what we're doing here or the Thursday night. I hope you guys were on last night on that Thursday night call. So if I invited you a special, let's do that again. If I invited you to a special invitation only webinar, would you attend? That's how you're going to ask about the Zooms, the Thursday night Zoom, this one, whichever Zoom you want to invite someone on. If I invited you to a special invitation-only conference call, would you listen in? This question is so powerful and for a number of reasons. First, it's a rhetorical. You're saying you will do something if they will do something. As human beings, we are hardwired to respond positively to these types of situations. Second, it puts you in a place of power. You're in control. You're not begging. You're not asking for favors. You're simply offering a value exchange. And third, it implies that you have something of value to offer. You're saying you will do something, but not unless the other person will do something in exchange. When you value what you have, people will respect you, and that is true. When I first started, I didn't know about this magical question. I just said things like, I really, 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 really want you to watch my video, try my product, listen to my DVD, etc. You can imagine the result. The whole psychology of it is weak if you use, if I, would you, you're having a business conversation. If you use, I really, really, really want you, now that sounds desperate. And a desperate distributor is not attractive. If you have used this approach, you already know what I'm talking about. If I, would you, gets results. It gets people to say yes. It helps prospects see what we have in a different light. Remember, our goal is education and understanding. If I, would you help us achieve that goal? If you've started the call with urgency, compliment the prospect, made the invitation and ask, if I, would you, their answer will be yes, almost 100% of the time. And you can go to step 5. If they ask for more information, first, just respond with, I understand you want more information, but everything you're looking for is on the YouTube video. Printed paper, link, etc. The fast way for you to really understand what I'm talking about will be for you to review that material. So if I give it to you, would you receive it? If they say no, then thank them for their time and move on. Also, review step 1 through 3 to see what you might have done better. But do not give your material to them. So you've gone through the first 4 steps and the person said yes, success. They've agreed to review your tool. Does that mean they will follow through? No. In fact, only about 5% of your prospect will do what they say they will do if you just use the first 4 steps. And 5% is not a good number. To get closer to 80, you need to complete the invitation process professionally. Step 5, confirmation. Number 1, get the time commitment. You have asked, if I, would you, and they have said yes. The next step is to get a time commitment. When do you think you could watch the YouTube video? When do you think you could listen to the CD? When do you think you could read the magazine for sure? When do you think you could watch the link for sure? So I hope you guys are getting it. You're making sure you're asking them when. So they're giving you a time commitment. Don't suggest a time for them. That's another mistake I made early on in my career. Just ask the question and wait for them to respond. This question makes them think about their schedule and their commitment. Find a place to review your tools and communicate that back to you. In other words, it makes it real. When you first asked, if I, would you, and they said yes, it was someday. When you get the time commitment, it starts to be real. The only thing that matters is that they give you a time. It doesn't matter what that time is. Let them think about their schedule and tell you when they will have reviewed the material for sure. About 90% of the time, they'll give you an answer. The other 10% of the time, they'll be vague, say something like, I'll try to do it sometime. If they do that, then tell them, I don't want to waste your time or mine. Why don't we just lock in a time when you'll have seen, why don't we just lock in a time when you'll have seen it for sure? Remember, they already said they will review it in step 4. This is just confirming the time. The key to all of this is that they have now said yes twice. The first time when you asked them, they answered. Now you're going, if I would you? The second time when you receive a time commitment from them. So now you can give them the tool, right? Wrong. You are not done yet. The professional take a few more seconds to complete a couple more steps before they finish. Step 6, confirmation number 2. Confirm the time commitment. If they tell you they'll watch the DVD by Tuesday night, your response should be something like this. So if I call you Wednesday morning, you have seen it for sure, right? If they say they'll listen to the DVD by Thursday morning, your response should be, so if I call you sometime later on Thursday, you'll have listened for sure, right? If they say they'll watch the link, your response should be the same. They will either naturally say yes, or they will adjust the time slightly. In any case, the significance of step 6 is they have now confirmed 3 times, and they are now much more likely to follow through. This is a key point. The key is this isn't an appointment you have set. It is an appointment they have set. They said they'll review the material. They would do it by a specific time. If you call them after that, they would have reviewed the material. You have asked the question, their answer made the appointment. Step number 7, confirmation number 3. Okay, so there's 8, so I'll finish, go up to 8. So step number 7, confirmation number 3, schedule the next call. This step is simply just ask, what's the best number and time for me to call? They'll give you what works best for them. And now you have a real appointment. All you have to do is be sure to remember to call when you said you would call. They have said yes 4 times. The whole invitation took a few minutes, and your chances of achieving your goal of education and understanding has gone from 5 to about 80. Step number 8, get off the phone. Remember, you're in a hurry, right? Once you've confirmed the appointment, the best thing for you to say to someone is something like, great, we'll talk again, gotta run. Too many people take the appointment and then unmake it by talking and talking and talking. Remember, our goal is education and understanding. We're going to let the third-party tool do most of the work. Here are some examples of all 8 steps. Now it's going to be very direct. A person you know who hates their job, direct approach. Hey, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important I reach you. Listen, you're one of the most financially intelligent person I know, and I've always respected that about you. When you told me you really don't like your job, were you serious or were you just kidding? Then this is in parents. They've said they're serious. Great. I think I found a way for you to create an exit strategy. I have a YouTube video that describes what I'm talking about better than I can. If I give you this video, would you listen to it? They say yes. When do you think you could listen to it for sure? They say Tuesday. So if I call you on Wednesday morning, you'll have reviewed it for sure, right? They say yes. All right, I'll check back with you then. What's the best number and time for me to call? They'll give you the information. Got it. We'll talk then. Gotta run. Thanks. A good friend, indirect approach. Hey, I'm running out the door, but I need to talk to you really quick. Do you have a second? Great. Listen, you have always been so supportive of me, and I appreciate that so much. I've just started a new business and I'm really nervous before I get going, I need to practice on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practice on you? They say, sure. Great. If I give you a video that laid out the information in a professional way, would you watch it? They say, yes. It's about 15 minutes long. When do you think you could watch it for sure? They say, Thursday. So if I call you Friday morning, you'd have reviewed it for sure, right? Fantastic. That's the best. What's the best number and time for me to call you? They give you the information. Great. We'll talk then. Gotta run. So you guys are getting it, right? A highly successful person. Super indirect approach. I know you're busy and I have a million things going on too, but I'm glad I called you. You have been wildly successful and I've always respected the way you have done business. I've recently started something new and I'm looking for some sharp people. It's clearly not for you, but I want to ask, who do you know who is ambitious, money motivated, and would be excited about the idea of adding a significant amount of cash flow to their lives? They say they don't know, they said they do know someone. I understand that you want to know more about it before you recommend people. I have a DVD that explains exactly what I'm doing and the kind of people that I'm looking for. If I send it to you, would you review it? They say, yes, thanks. When do you think you could review it? They say Monday. Okay, so if I call you next Tuesday, you'll have reviewed it for sure. Okay, I'll call you back. I'll call back. What's the best time and number for me to call? They'll give the information. Great, thanks. I appreciate it so much. Talk to you next Tuesday. And then this is the last one. Cold market prospect who has done a good job selling you something. Direct approach. Now isn't the time to get into this and I have to go, but you're a super sharp and I happen to be looking for some sharp people. Do you plan on doing what you're doing now for the rest of your career? They say no. Good, I have something that might interest you. Now isn't the time to get into it, but I have a DVD that explains it all in great detail. If I give it to you, would you watch it? They say yes. When do you think you could watch it? They say Sunday. So if I call you Monday, you'll have reviewed it for sure. They say yes. All right, I'll check back with you then. What's the best number and time for me to call? They give you the information. Okay, here it is. Thanks again for the excellent service, and I'll talk to you soon. Are you feeling the flow of how this works? Obviously, these are many possible variations of different kind of prospect, but I hope these examples help you understand how everything comes together. In terms of script, it's best if you get the basics concept down and don't focus too hard on the exact script. Life doesn't work that way, but if you learn to let your prospect know you're in a hurry, then compliment them, then invite them, then pass on a tool. If I would you, then confirm using the process I described and finally get off the phone and complete the interview, you do just fine. Remember, in recruiting, there are no good or bad experiences, just learning experiences. On your journey to become a network marketing professional, the best thing that can happen is for you to develop the skill to recruit on demand. In any situation, then you never have to worry about being lucky. So practice, practice, practice. And that's it for that one, guys. And those are great tips. Get it from the audio that was posted. Because with that, you can press play, pause, write, play, pause, write. Because as we're reading, I can't go as slow because of the call here. But great information here. So hopefully you guys learn some things from there that you can now take and go out there and practice on the people you know. So it's 10:40. This morning, guys, you guys always hear me talk about expos. It's expo season right now. There's expo going on all across the nation, churches, hospitals, you name it. And guess what? There are even pet expo. And for those of you guys, we can give hemoheme to the pets. We can give the pets omega-3. They're plant-based. I give it to my cats. I give them the omega-3 because why am I going to go online and buy omega for the animals that they're selling out there when ours is plant-based? So there's Pet Expo. You can go there and talk about heme all day long. Dogs are suffering with rheumatoid arthritis. They're dying from cancer. They have diabetes. We have something that works. So I asked Miss Carol, because just like myself, Miss Carol does a lot of outdoor events as well. So I asked her to come on and share a bit. And then after that, you guys can ask your questions and go from there. So Miss Carol, are you on?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, everybody. A couple of things I want to say about events. I am a 100% love network. One of the things that people don't get, and a lot of people don't want to do vending events. Vending events are a way to meet people. If you have a problem meeting people, you need to be a vendor because people will come to your table and talk to you. One of the things that I say to my team, in order for you to vendor, you need to have some help. Try not to vendor by yourself. Get someone else to help you because people be more apt to talk to you about the product. Now, let me tell you a couple of ways of doing vending. One, I find out about vending event by I ask people. You know, people will post on Facebook that they and other. I only do Facebook. I don't do those other ones. But those who are good at doing those other ones, they will tell you if you see a vending event and you click on it, it will constantly see you vending event. So you pick out the ones you want to do. One, I tell people be early. What I mean by that is two things. One is start looking for events now. People are posting events that they're having in June, July, August, September, October, November, December. They're already posting them now. And once you get on someone's calendar for a vending event, they have the same event the next year. Every year I keep these same events on my calendar. Then I add a few. You have to decide on how far you want to drive to a vending event. You have to decide on how much you want to pay for a vending event. And this lady said to me, she said she had a vending event that was like $300. And I told her, I said, I'm sorry, I don't pay that much money for a vending event. She said, well, you'll get more people who are interested at our event than you will somebody with $25. I said, no, ma'am, I will get more people at a free event than I will at your $300 event because your people at your $300 event are actually looking for stuff. They're not looking to be healthy. They are looking for clothes, paparazzi, and all this other stuff. So you have to weigh what you're going to do. I look for more helpful events like a health fair. I do a lot of church events. I do indoor events. In the summertime, I'm very particular now as to what I do outside, depending on the weather, because sometimes it's so hot. In order to do a vending event, you need your own table. You need a chair or two. Everybody who's gonna help you need to bring a chair. The other thing, you're gonna need a tent because they don't provide any of these things. Now, the indoor events, most of them provide tables and chairs, but your outdoor event, you have to provide that yourself. Bring your cooler with some water. Whatever you're gonna eat. Sometimes they'll have food trucks. So you have to go a couple of times and you'll see what you're gonna need. Work together with one another. Me and my team share in the cost for the vending event. If the cost is $50, we share. If it's $100, we share. And we work together. Now, as far as product, you need to have something that people can buy. I have a lot of empty containers on my table. 99.9% of what's on my table is empty. Let me tell you why. Because I don't care if it's a church event, I don't care what type of event, there are thieves everywhere you go. Perfect example, my first vending event that I did was at a Baptist convention. And when one of my teammates was doing an event, I left to go to the bathroom. Coming out of the restroom, I could see these two ladies. One was talking to my teammate, had her back to the table, while the other lady was raking all my stuff in her pocketbook. So I walked up to the table and I just said nicely, excuse me, ma'am, either you're gonna take my stuff out of your pocketbook or I'm gonna take it out. And she said, I don't have any of your stuff. So I said, let me say that one more time. And I did, and she took all my stuff out of her purse. People will steal no matter where you go. So the stuff that I sell is up under my table. I keep everything I sell under my table. You're gonna need a tablecloth. That's something else I forgot to say. Always carry tablecloth. The indoor events, sometimes they will be color coordinated, so they will have their own tablecloth. Sometimes they don't. So always keep your tablecloth. So it's easy to do. Have something to hand out. I like doing a raffle, whereas basically we'll have a ticket. We'll let everybody sign in when they come to my table, and then I get them a ticket. And like every hour, we'll call a ticket, and we will give them a toothpaste kit, or we will give them some coffee. We're gonna give them something. I'm not talking about a box of coffee. We will give them like 5 packs of coffee with 5 packs of the vitamin C. We work out beforehand what we're gonna give away and how many things we're gonna give away. We work out we all go in together to do the giveaway. And we just work it that way. And then whoever help works the table, all of us share in. Since I'm the lead person, everybody's in my downline. So we position all of the people that we got that day from the people who actually work. If you didn't come and help, you don't get nobody. It's only going to the people who work. So you have to have a planning meeting beforehand to talk about what you're gonna do and work together. Another way of getting vending events is one of my teammates, and I think she's on the Zoom, I saw her on that earlier. She has a cleaning business. So she cleaned the high rises, and she actually asked one of the ladies at one of the high rise, could we have a meeting in their building? And we did. And we got some people from having that meeting in their building. So we're gonna constantly go to that building and do meetings. There are so many ways to find out what needs to happen. Talk to all your friends and family who go to different churches and ask them what's going on in their church. They're having conferences all the time. Get involved. Church people are some of the sickest people, and do not take what I say to heart. Hear my heart. Please. Most of the church people are so sick because this is their first time. Well, I believe in God and God gonna heal me. And I say, let me tell you something. I believed in God my whole 67 years of my life. But God give us common sense. Why we expect God to heal us from diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, cancer, when He send somebody to you who have Atomy with the healer. He do healing in a lot of ways. So let's make sure we get that right. Another thing I want to say to what someone said earlier, and please hear my heart, I don't mean no harm. People ask me that, well, I can't go to the meeting because it's on a Saturday. Or I can't go because it's on this day because of their religion. I knock nobody's religion. But I tell people, you have to work around your religion. We can't work every event around your belief or your religion. I'm sorry, we can't do that. And so you have to work that out for yourself. We put the information out here, the days that we'll have an event, you just have to work around it. And I'm gonna ask somebody on my team who's a different religion, because I just have a question. And my question is, we as Christians, we'll go to an event no matter what day it is. I want to know what's the difference. Why other religions feel like they can't go because it's on their Sabbath day or whatever you all call it. And I just want to understand, because one of the things that I do in my 67-year life, I want to understand everybody. And I want all of us to work together because God gave us this for a reason. Another thing I want to say, ask for help. Please, please, please. I say this to my team all the time. Stop doing Atomy by yourself. Get with somebody who know what they're doing. Get with your upline, your sponsor. Get with another teammate who know what they're doing. Do it together. Jesus never sent the disciples out by themselves. He always sent them in twos. Think about it. Stop doing it alone. You're talking to people, you don't know what you're saying. You don't have a testimony because you're not using the product like you should most times. So get with someone who have a testimony, who can talk to them and help you put that person in the system, help you do your part. Novelette did a great job on that book that she's reading about teaching you how to prospect. Some of the things are great, but some of the things we don't do it the same way today because all the younger people are about marketing online. They do everything online, so we have to change some of that up and work with the younger people also because they're not going to do it the way we once did it. I've been a network marketer since my oldest grand is 27, since he was a baby. And I love what I do. I love Atomy. I love the all natural health and wellness product. And the last thing I want to say, well, next to the last, don't chase, attract. We chase people like crazy. We running behind people. Stop chasing people, attract them. All you gotta do is tell your story. The more I tell people about when I had asthma really bad, I had a duct asthma. When I had asthma so bad, and when I first got involved in network marketing, that one of the dealing with natural products in 2004, the company told me that I was with then said, get rid of all your cleaning supplies, your laundry, everything that smells. I carried an inhaler everywhere I went. I made sure one was in my purse, my car, my overnight bag. But when I got rid of all of my cleaning supplies, my perfume, all of that stuff, my asthma went away. I have not used an inhaler or carried one since 2004. That's been 20 years. You gotta get rid of what's in your house. Too many people think, oh, I love my gain, I love my perfume, but it does not love you. We gotta understand. One of my best friends just called me a few minutes ago to ask me a question, and she was saying she's in this class and it's talking about health. And one of the things that the teacher said yesterday, your cleaning supplies are what's killing you. Your smell is what's killing you. If you all only knew what they made that smell with, they make one of the products that's in smell is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is used to embalm people. Why are you putting it on your skin? Why are you putting it on your body? We don't understand that. Let's get rid of the chemicals. I tell everybody I deal with, let's clean the house out. Then we can clean your body out. Because if you clean your body out and you're still doing bad habits, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Let's get real, you all. If everybody in our downline started with the cleaning supplies, the laundry detergent, and all that stuff, the everyday essentials, the toothpaste, I promise you all our business will flourish. People will start and won't, and they'll stop. No, you need to be buying something every month. This is your business. Why are you going to ABC store when you can go to your own store? That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
Great, great. Awesome, Miss Carol. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing.
you. Yeah.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Yep. So,
And you know, Miss Carol touched on the asthma, and I said that before about the products that we're using. I am actually going to touch on that, Miss Carol, at some point. I have the article that shows that there is formaldehyde in the products we're using, in our skincare products, in our dishwashing products. So, you know, but great, great information, Miss Carol. And I hope you guys took notes because there are events going on. And guess what? They're doing a lot of, listen, we have people that selling jewelry, and these are not even great jewelry, and they're doing home parties. Guys, that's something you can do. You know people, ask them to host parties in their homes for you, because I've already started asking that, but I'm waiting until it gets a little warmer to start. And people have already told me yes. And what I told them, I'll give them a gift, because if someone's going to host a party and you want to get access to that person's friend, whoever is hosting the party, they're going to invite their friends and family. So you want to thank them by giving them something. So whoever is going to host, I'm going to give an evening care 4 set because I absolutely love that set. It's not that expensive. I want them to start with that. And probably, you know, depending on who it is, one particular friend, I know I'm going to give her evening care 4 set and toothpaste and toothbrush. But those are just some ideas we wanted to throw out there for you guys. So that's it. So if there's any questions, I know it's a little after, but are there any questions before we go? Come on, people, there are like 40 on here. No feedback or anything. We want this to be
Hey, Miss
open
Larry.
call. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Lovelet and Nick and CJ and everybody on the line. I just want to thank God for this momentum call. Miss Carol said something that's really powerful. Do not do Atomy by yourself. That's what
Mm-hmm.
really caused the discouragement, and that's why we have momentum and we have all these different things that we can plug our people in. It's not that they don't trust us. It's just that sometimes, we introduce so many things to them in the past, and I'm guilty of that. But then now we introducing them to reality. It will take a little time for them to understand. But when they come on calls like these, when we, share, and guys, never be afraid to share, because when we share, because we care, and when we care, others will care too. So I just want to encourage us and encourage you guys. What y'all doing is just so powerful. Most time I get people, I just say, hey, are you open to listen to a Zoom just for maybe an hour? If you don't want to be there for an hour, you just do half an hour, even 15 minutes. And they say, sure, definitely. And I will plug them in there. They just won't say anything, but it's okay. At least, they get in there. They wanna check it out there. But then in a couple of days, they will say, oh, hey, I'm interested. So I want to thank y'all for the opportunity to allow us to be on this.
Yeah, thank you. And guys, share the products. If the people are not interested and you talk about what you have, guess what? You have to find a way to get them interested. Toothpaste and toothbrush, it works. Almost every time. I have never shared toothpaste and toothbrush and not get customers. I mean, one lady said to me, she goes to my church. I said, hey, how is the toothpaste? She goes, oh, it was delicious. I was like, okay, I've never gotten that before. People love the toothpaste. I have a family member of mine, all he ever buys is the toothpaste. He absolutely loved the toothpaste. He got heme for a bit and he stopped because, most of us do not get the whole legit of you need to stay on the supplement. But he loves that toothpaste. So he called me, placed an order. And I said, you know what? I want you to try the toothbrush this time. He's like, I got toothbrush. I can get toothbrush. I said, you don't have this toothbrush. He's like, what do you mean? What's so special about your toothbrush? So I told him about the 99.9% gold dust and it's antibacterial and this and that. And I read the whole thing and he's like, okay. I said, once you've tried this toothbrush, you're never going to go back. He's like, okay, add the toothbrush to it. And then I said, and next time when you come, there's some other products I want to talk to you about. So that's how I do it. Because he's always
Lovely.
just sticking to the toothbrush, yes?
I just have to say, you guys are doing an extremely great job. A bigly job, put it this way. Yeah. Yeah, I love what you're doing. Someone asked me about, women are always conscious about their belly fat, you know, and what's the best thing to use to help get rid of the belly fat. And also, I'm hoping that the MSM turmeric will be in the US soon because I'm getting so many inquiries about that. You know, we
Well,
went
guess
on the
what?
global mall. Went on the global mall yesterday and last night, and it was, it costs more to have it shipped here than than to actually purchase it. But
Do a group order. What you can do is do a group order. Get a bunch of people together that wants it, and then you do a group order, and then it will work out.
Okay.
And one of the things, Ken, divide the shipping. What I do is for my team, I set a date. I let them know twice a month I'm going to do a global order, and I give them the date. And depending on how many people order, let's say the shipping is going to be 45. There's 5 people that order. We're going to divide that by 5. So that really makes a difference. So work it together. And each time we order, depending on the people who own there, because you can only order it up on a one ID. We order up on a different people ID to help them close out. We work it together. We got to learn how to go in and help one another. That's just like when
absolutely.
I to buy something, I don't need to buy anything up under myself necessarily, but once a year. So what I do is I make sure whatever I'm getting ready to buy, I get with my team leaders. And we look at who needs PV and we go in there and help that person. As long as they're working, we help them close out. Because
I love that.
It's about your
I
team.
love that.
Too many
That's how
people
it's
don't
supposed
do
to
that.
be.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. I told one of my people the other day. I said, listen. She said, well, where did you put the points? I said, at the bottom. If you put that PV at the last person on your left or the last person on your right, that PV
Everybody
goes all
benefits.
the way up to everybody. It goes from us
Exactly.
all the way to career. So start focusing on that. The more we sit down and work with our people and teach them where to put PV, how to close out, it will work. But we're spending too much time helping ourselves instead of helping others. This business is about helping others. And I know a lot of the upline talk about putting PV at the bottom, but I promise you, most of them don't do it, and that's sad. I do for my team what nobody does for me. Nobody does anything for me and my team, but I make sure I go in there and help them because I want them to get paid. The more people you sit down and show them their back office, I love, love, love the new. I didn't think I was gonna love, but I love our new program, our new website. Because when you click on my office, it automatically give you their PV and their left and their right. That is so important that you ain't got to look for it. It's already right in your face. So put it up, start walking your people through it. When I get a new person, my teammate called me and said, I got somebody new just signed up. I said, let's walk them through the back office. I do not let them go even their first order. I'm going to help them put in their first order. Show them how to put in that first order. Too many times, people need to know what they need to know. Teach them. The more you teach them, the more they'll buy. The more they'll tell other people because they got some help. People are used to people just throwing them in and not showing them anything. Come on, y'all. Let's work with our team. We were 2025. The young lady just said a few minutes ago that 2024 was hard for her. Well, 2024 was very hard for me. And I tell people, let me tell y'all something. 2025 is our year. We got to get out here and get it done. Let's stop talking about it and work together as a team. Together, each achieve more. But we got to work it together.
Amen.
One more thing. Does Atomy have anything to take the chill out of the bones here in South Florida?
Hey, if they did, they need to do it in Georgia too, because it's cold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen, guys, Miss Carol isn't playing. Let me tell you, Miss Carol and Miss Joy, we are not on the same team. But you know, a few years back, Miss Carol, Miss Joy came to Florida and did an event with me. We are not on the same team. Not one of the three of us are on the same team.
Nope.
But we did an event together. So you guys, you can work with someone else as long as you're going to figure out how you're going to share. We are all on the same team. We can work together because Nick is all the way in South Florida. I'm in Florida, but I'm in Orlando. Nick is all the way in South Florida. So we can't really do an event together. But as Miss Carol says, if I'm putting someone in, I'm going on like, if I'm out on the road and I feel too lazy to go in there and look, I'm like, okay, Nick, where do you need the volume, on your left or your right side? I'm making sure when I'm closing out myself, I'm closing out my partner as well. And that's how you're supposed to do it. You're not just supposed to close yourself out only. Close out, as Miss Carol said, if you put the volume at the bottom, you can close out 2, 3, 4 individuals at the same time with yourself if you know how to do it. So anyway, that's something we might have to cover another time. Yeah. But you're supposed to help your partners, not just about you. And Miss Carol is right, because nobody helps me. I don't get volume coming in from any place else. My volume comes from below me. There's nothing coming from any place. No one is placing anyone below me. Any customers that I get below me comes from myself or from Nick, or for the few other people that's referring people to me right now. So, you know, it can be done. Just keep going. And as Miss Carol said, you got to have those, if you want to do the expo, you got to have those things. And another thing you need to have is those wagons that you see people having now. I just acquire a wagon for myself, because the last event I did last year, I made like 4 trips bringing things in. And I said, never again. Everyone had a wagon just pulling. And also, you guys heard me say, use the empty containers. People just want to see what the products look like. As long as you're buying, you use their empty, put them aside, and you save the box and you save the container and you put it on the table. Because people will steal. She's right about that. So you just need to have the empty products just so they can see it. Save the nice box and the container, and you put it on the table. And you're good to go.
I'm sorry.
And go
Ken, let
start
me
your
say
event.
something, Ken. Ken, you asked about the belly fat. I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody. Yes, Atomy do have great products that help you lose weight and to lose that belly fat, but the difference is it's not gonna go away today. I had a lady buy the Atomy weight loss from me, and for 5 days, she sent me a full body picture of her. On the 5th day, I called her and said, ma'am, can you tell me what these pictures are for? She said, I don't see any difference. I said, you didn't gain them 50 pounds in 5 days. You're not going to lose them in 5 days.
It's true. People expect a miracle when they take your products. But yeah, thanks for touching on that, Miss Carol. I forgot about Ken's question. So we have the pure tea, and we have the
Apple
yes, the apple fanon jelly sticks.
And we
Okay.
just
The
learned
pure
last night. We also just learned last night that yeah, we learned last night that what was that product again?
Oh my gosh.
ginkgo
They
nado.
are
The Gagonado.
no, not the ginkgo natto. No.
It's
They
it's
they one for blood
bitter melon.
sugar. The one for
The
blood sugar.
bitter
Oh, the
melon.
buttermelon.
The
The
bitter
buttermelon.
The
The
bitter
bitter
melon.
melon.
Yes,
The
yes, that's
buttermelon
what I
is
meant
the
to say.
one that we didn't know at all. You lose fat as
Lose
well
weight.
by taking that as well on it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Miss
And
Noblat, I just want to say
uh-huh.
something quickly to Ken. Ken was
Go.
asking about the thermos, is it thermosin, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Right.
tumor yes.
Yeah. Most of the products on the ATG mall, when you buy that product, if you buy 4 or 5 one time, it's cheaper than if it comes to the US. So don't let rush when it comes to the US, because when it comes to the US, the price is gonna go up. So try and get a few people, or try and get your orders, and buy 4 or 5 one time until you get it at a good shipping rate, and it will be much cheaper than if it comes to the US mall. Okay.
Because
All
the
right.
prices are very, very, very affordable over there. And
Yeah.
and Ken, as Miss Carol says, you do a group sale, as she said, well, she does it every other month or whatever. That's what I'm getting ready to do for February. I'm going to do a group sale. I have people that want the multivitamin. I have people that want some other products over there. So I'm going to do a group sale with my people. And then when it comes in, I just disperse it. But you can do it that way because the products are very affordable over there if you can do it as a group.
Miss Novelet, if I may jump in,
Go ahead.
you may need to change from the multivitamin and use that other vitamin. Were you on the call last night?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to go do the comparison because I know the multivitamin has 13 minerals
Mhm.
and
It's
vitamins. So
There's no
I'm gonna go
comparison.
Not the
compare it.
same.
There's no comparison. None
Nope.
whatsoever. None.
Yes,
None.
But go ahead
absolutely.
and do it,
The
girl.
propane is much better.
It's much
Wait,
better. Much
I
better.
missed the name because I was doing something. Which one was it?
The
It's
Propac Tamon.
The propamtamin.
the propactamin. Yes.
Oh,
It
that
has
okay.
yes, it has the vitamin B, all the B. It has all the B's. It has vitamin E. It has calcium. It has
Yeah, I heard what they were saying that the
minerals.
multivitamin
Yes.
didn't have. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Yep.
I'll check it
you
out
need to
today. I'll
yes,
check it
check
out
it
today
out. Check it out, and you need to
because
tell,
I was
and
gonna
it's
order
cheaper.
multivitamin. Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna order. My plan
yeah,
was to get multivitamin next month, so I guess I'll
yeah,
have to switch to that.
and
Okay.
it's cheaper, and you don't have to take 4 tablets like the multivitamin. You just take 2
Yes.
or 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on the
Okay.
global mall, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And for those of you who are new, we have another mall attached to this one. So go over there, check it out. Nick, show them really fast where it is on the website, and then we go. So
Okay.
they can go play around with it today. Guys, there's a ton of products over there. We have inner collagen, which is great for the skin. I mean, there's so much product over there, and they're very, very affordable.
Okay. So
Slowly, go slowly so they can see where to go.
okay. So if you guys can see my screen, I just shared my screen. What you're gonna do is when you go to your US mall, it's not gonna be like how it used to be on the top. Now you have next to the Atomy logo, you're gonna have this little indent right here next to the shopping mall. You're gonna click on that, and then it's gonna bring up all of it, and then you're gonna click on the @Gmail. Okay. When you click the @Gmail, it's gonna open the @Gmail. Just to let you guys know, starting today, Korea is actually on a holiday starting today and ends on the 30th. Okay, so if you guys place orders today, just expect extended shipping time because of the
They're
holiday.
closed. They're basically closed.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So if you
So
go
if you
back up
go
a little bit, if you
so
guys notice up top, it has Hemo Heme Health Beauty here, just the same as the regular website.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could go through on all the kind. We even have Atomy
Oh, I
calendar.
want to try that hair product that they talked about last night. I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah. So that's the this
Here,
one
that.
right here.
I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait to try it. But
Yes.
anyway, keep going down. Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
So
So
this is what they were talking about last night.
Yes.
The Pro Tap Taman. This one right here.
Okay.
All right. So if you go through it, I'm just gonna go through it real quick. Show you guys what it entails, like it did last night. So
And then we go.
this is all the information, all in English. You might get it when see. This is all what comes in on it. Come with all the B12, the zinc, everything that you need, all in one. And you just have to take two capsules a day. See, so it has 13 vitamins, vitamin A, C, D, E, and K.
And the whole B complex.
Yep, and the whole vitamin B complex. B1
And then
all the way to B12.
And then 8 minerals.
And
And
8
listen,
minerals.
right there. No, go back to the minerals. Okay, we live in the South. For those of us that live in the South, once you live anywhere South, we have a selenium deficiency because how the farming is, the selenium is gone from the earth. So this is why the South is called the stroke belt. So we need selenium, and actually it's not just the South because people are having stroke all over. So that's needed. We need zinc, all these things right here, copper, iron. We need that. This is great.
Yep. So that's
and when everything. And as Miss Carol said, what you purchase here, you still get the volume.
Just one person does, but
but you can switch. You can rotate like Miss Carol does.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You can rotate between your team members.
One person IDs used this time, the next person IDs using it, so everybody's getting the volume from it.
Volume, yeah.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. Do we realize what we have in our hands right here? Do we realize that we have our own Amazon, Alibaba? You know, who prints up their business? Anybody have a business card? Their own business card?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's the answer. I'm selenium deficient in the business card, so I got it. I gotta have my own. I gotta print my own.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's it's
20,
almost 25 after. We gotta run now. Everybody make it a productive weekend. We'll see you guys back again Monday.
Play around with that ATG mall, guys. Play around with it. Nick, Monday's open call. So Miss Joy, if Miss Joy feels better, she's gonna talk about the WhatsApp for business. And I would like for us to show people channel Atomy.
Okay, no problem. So we'll put that on the agenda for Monday.
Yes. And guys, make sure you come for that because that's where we talk about, they have all the PDFs and the PowerPoints on the products back there. You can just go download it, save it, send it off to someone. There's so much back there. This company has put everything on the website for us. You just got to play around with it because that's how I learned these things. I just kept clicking on buttons and I said, oh, this is what this is. This is what this is. So we're going to show you guys on Monday, and we showed you this mall now. Go play around with it. So come Monday, you're proficient in it. You know you have 2 websites, not just one with products.
Mhm.
And if you notice, it said there's some fashion on there too. So
Yep.
check it out. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, people.
We'll see you guys on Monday.